Welcome to another journey into boring history for sleep. Tonight, we are going back to the world of medieval Europe, not the castles of fairy tales, not the knights of shining legend, but the crowded streets, the smoky skies, and the ordinary lives of people just like you. This is not a story of heroes. It is a story of survival, of how it felt to wake in a timber house, to eat bread that was always just a little stale, to live in a place where the smells were overwhelming, and where the church bells never seemed to stop. So, close your eyes. Let the world of today drift away. Breathe slowly and step with me into a medieval city. You wake before dawn. Your eyes open to darkness. The roof beams above you are black with smoke. The thatch smells faintly of mold. You lie on a straw mattress. It itches. You shift your weight, but there is no escape from the scratch of straw and the bite of fleas. You hear the small rustle of a mouse in the corner. This is normal. This is every morning. Your children are curled beside you. They stir in their sleep. Beside them, a chicken clucks softly. Yes, your animals sleep in the house as well, not out of choice, but because the nights are cold and thieves are bold. You sit up. The air is thick. Your throat catches on smoke from the hearth fire that never quite went out. There is no chimney, only a hole in the roof. The smoke hangs low, stinging your eyes. It has always been this way. Breakfast is simple. A crust of bread, black and heavy with rye. It is sour and hard on the teeth. Beside it, a bowl of pottage. Yesterday's beans and barley boiled into a gray mash. You sip weak ale. Water is not safe. The town well is too often fouled. So ale is for everyone, even children. The sun has not yet cleared the rooftops when you step outside. The street is narrow, muddy, and alive with the sound. Carts creak over cobblestones. Dogs bark. Somewhere a baby cries. You walk carefully. The ground is slick with refuse. A chamber pot has just been emptied from a window above. The splash runs into the gutter. This is normal. This is the smell of your city. Their houses lean inward, their upper stories stretching above the street. You feel as though the walls might touch. If only they leaned a little closer. The sun is already hidden. Shadows linger even in morning light. You walk to your work. Perhaps you are a baker. You rise early, your hands thick with dough, the ovens glowing red with heat. Or perhaps you are a cobbler, bent over scraps of leather, your eyes straining in dim light. Maybe you are a carpenter, your lungs filled with sawdust, your arms sore from the saw. Whatever your craft, the day is long. The work is endless, and tomorrow will be the same. By midday, the noise is overwhelming. Hawkers shout their wares. Smiths hammer iron. Children chase each other through alleys. The tannery stinks of rotting hides and urine. The bells of the church strike the hour. The sound echoes across stone walls and timber beams. It fills every corner of the town. But there is danger here too. Fire is constant fear. The timber uses are dry. A single spark could consume the whole street. You glance nervously when you smell smoke. Everyone does, and disease is never far away. A cough spreads quickly. A rash is a warning sign. You know the stories of plague. You have seen bodies carried through these streets before, and you know it can come again. As the sun sets, the streets grow dark. Lanterns are few. Shadows are deep. The watchman calls the hour, his footsteps steady on the cobbles. There is curfew now. You close the shutters, bar the door, and return to your straw bed. Tomorrow will be the same. You endure, because there is no other way. England, the year 1381. The Black Death has passed, but its shadow remains. Fields lie empty, labor is scarce, but taxes are high, too high. The people are angry, they are poor, and into this anger steps a man named Wat Tyler. He is not a noble, he is not a knight, he is a craftsman, an ordinary man, and yet he becomes a leader. The revolt begins in the villages. Men march carrying staves and scythes. They gather more as they go. The sound of voices grows louder. The cry is simple. No more taxes, or freedom from bondage. Fair rents for all. The march swells as it reaches London. Tens of thousands fill the streets. The city quakes beneath their feet. The young king, Richard II, is only 14 years old, but he comes to meet them. The people believe he will listen. They believe he will keep his promises. Hope flickers for the first time in years. Wat Tyler speaks for them. He demands freedom for serfs, an end to cruel lords, a chance at justice. The king seems to agree. He nods. He speaks gently. The crowd cheers, but it is a trick. At Smithfield, the meeting turns. An argument sparks. A sword is drawn. Wat Tyler is struck down. The leader of the people is gone. The king steps forward, calm and clear. "Follow me," he says. "You have no leader but me." And for a moment, it works. The crowd disperses. The revolt fades. Soon after, the promises are broken. The rebels hunted. The peasants returned to their fields. But the memory lingers. The cry for freedom cannot be unspoken. The seeds of change have been planted. And though it will take centuries, those seeds will grow. Strasbourg, the year 1518. It is summer. The air is hot and heavy. And then it begins. A woman steps into the street. She begins to dance. Not gracefully, not joyfully, but endlessly. Her feet strike the cobbles. Her arms flail. Her body refuses to stop. Hours pass. She still dances. And then others join. Dozens. Hundreds. The square fills with bodies that cannot rest. The music of footsteps echoes through the streets. Day and night they dance. Some collapse from exhaustion. Some bleed from their feet. Some never rise again. The city is bewildered. What is happening? Is it a curse? Is it a sickness? Or is it the hand of God? The authorities try to help. They bring musicians, thinking music will cure it. But the music only makes it worse. The frenzy continues. Weeks pass. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the dancing stops. The people rest. The square falls silent once more. Even today we do not know why it happened. Was it ergot poisoning from moldy rye? A hallucination spread through the town? A fever of the spirit? Or something stranger still? The truth remains hidden, but the image lingers. A whole city dancing itself to exhaustion, and no one knowing why. Now, let us leave the crowded streets. Let us step beyond the walls of the city and into a castle. Here the air smells of rushes and wax. The hall is vast, though draughty. A fire burns in the great hearth. Servants move quietly across the stone floor. The Lord awakens in a bed hung with curtains. He is attended at once, clothes laid out, water poured for washing. His morning meal is richer: wheat bread, cheese, meat stews, sweetened wine. Far more than any townsman could hope to see. The day begins with the duties, petitions from villagers, disputes between tenants, letters to allies. The weight of power is heavy, but it comes with privilege. By midday the Lord hunts. Falcons soar, hounds bay. The thrill of the chase fills the forest. This is not just sport. It is ritual. It is a performance of nobility. The afternoon is filled with counsel, planning defenses, collecting rents, listening to messengers. Every choice has consequence. Evening brings the feast. Long tables laid with roasted meats, spices brought from far lands. Minstrels sing. Jugglers perform. Cups of ale and wine are raised again and again. Yet beneath the laughter lies duty. The Lord owes loyalty to his king. He owes protection to his vassals. He owes vigilance always against rebellion or war. And when the hall falls silent and the fire burns low, the Lord lies awake. Nobility is power, but it is also burden. And so our journey through the medieval world ends. You have walked the filthy streets. You have joined the march of rebellion. You have watched a city dance itself to collapse. And you have sat at the high table of a lord. The city bells grow quiet now. The streets empty. The castle sleeps. And so should you. Close your eyes. Rest deeply. And dream of another time. In another place. Good night.